we want to try and make sure that there is not confusion amongst people around the difference between plyometrics and jumps. But in saying that, and what we're about to go through is, as far as I'm concerned, they are all existent on a continuum. So when I prepare athletes for plyometric training, I will use a lot of jump and land training. Their first phase is learning how to absorb, how to take off, how to position themselves, and we'll start to build up to what we would consider something of plyometric in nature. Now, that's not to say if I'm starting with a 14-year-old, those kids are not already doing plyometric work. When they play AFL, soccer, rugby, running around at the playground, a lot of the stuff there is plyometric. They land, they take off, they change direction, they play tag at lunch at school. That's all those change directions. It's a plyometric in nature. But what's important to understand is us as individuals, as coaches, when we start to add things in, like we've gone through with most of our programming, we're very concerned about what extra load we're adding. Plyometric load is very hard to track, very hard to recover from. Often you'll find that people that are not recovering from plyometric load will have stimulus or at least soreness probably 3 days later rather than 2 days. Often they can get hot spots or stress fractures that take a long time to accumulate. They can build tendinopathies that are underlying until it's too late. So these structures of bone and tendon are typically what take a lot of the load in plyometric training rather than pure muscle. We know muscles, when they tear, it's almost instant, we feel it. But also when we overload them too much and we get that DOMS, it's usually that 24 to 48 hours. So it's quick responses. Plyometric training and a high level of jump training, you could do quite a bit and you're not going to see a response for the first maybe 2-3 weeks until someone starts saying, I'm just not recovering, or my tendons flared up, I've got shin soreness. And by then, your body's already started to degrade because of its inability to have the capacity to do what it needs to do.